I'm sorry, guys. For some reason, I got cut off. I'm in the same spot, so it shouldn't be a connection issue. Come on. Oh, my God. Listen, on this day, on this Wednesday, yes, I was talking about some heavy stuff today because of something that I found out about someone who passed away, but I'm just letting you know to be encouraged. I'm letting you know that it's not over. I'm letting you know not to stop, not to quit, and not to give up. And I know it's hard to say don't give up when you're going through so much. I know it's hard to say don't quit when you feel like everything is on top of you. I know it's hard to be able to believe that you are okay. I know it's hard to be able to believe that you can come out. It's hard. Hey, Martin, good morning. I got cut off, so I did have some before right now. I know it's hard. Hearing about people that have passed away because of their own accord, or people that commit suicide, it's hard to understand why they went that far and why they didn't think nobody else cared enough about them to be able to help them through whatever it is they're going through. I mean, you can only look at it in hindsight because they're no longer here. When they take their own lives, it's nothing else that you really can say. But I wish I would have known. That's what everybody says after the fact. But you don't know how many times that person may have reached out, may have cried out, may have wanted somebody just to listen. Maybe you would have wanted somebody just to sit down and talk to them for a while, just to sit down and just help them understand why life is the way that life is. And even if you didn't have an answer, just to sit back and have that conversation would have helped. But again, we don't know. We don't know because that person is no longer here to tell you what would have helped. That person is no longer here to tell you what would have worked. That person is no longer here to be able to express how they actually feel now. So, I don't know what's happening, Lo. I don't know if it's a connection issue. Y'all just keep getting kicked out or whatever. But my broadcast did stop. I don't know why, but it did stop. So I'm back for a second time. But I just wanted to encourage somebody, in case if you do have these thoughts in your mind, that there's always somebody that's willing to listen. I'm one person that's willing to listen. I don't care if it doesn't involve me. I'm one person that would rather you talk my ear off than to do something drastic. For you to make a permanent decision off of a temporary issue. I would rather sit back and listen to you and talk to you and help you and build you up and get you on the right path than to sit back and tell you, oh, just give up. That's not what we are built for. We're not built to give up or give in. We're built to make it. We're built to be sustained. We're built to do better. But like I said, when I heard the news, what you might have missed is what I said this morning is that I got news, or I read something. I was given some information that one of the lawyers here, one of the high-profile lawyers here in St. Louis, committed suicide yesterday. I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. But he committed suicide. One of the guys from Brown and Brown, the ones that were from Alton, the guy with the eye patch, the one with the eye patch, he committed suicide. So that's what I was talking about. And I was telling everyone who was able to hear my voice is that I understand that things are hard and things are rough. Believe me, I know. Believe me. I know it's hard. And I know, and like I said, and he got money. So it's not just things that are affecting people who are broke. It's affecting people that got money too. Depression is real, y'all. It's real, and your mental state is very important, and that's why I say what I say, and I open up the way that I do is because I want somebody to hear that being in depression, say it is something that can be life altering, that can mess up your mind, that can mess up your psyche, that can mess up your self-esteem, and if you don't talk about it, yes, it can overtake you. If you don't let somebody know that you're dealing with it, that you're suffering with it, that is a problem. You might say, oh, well, I just feel bad today. Don't just feel bad today because the devil don't care nothing about your feeling bad. He will take it and run with it and cause you to end your life. And this life is not yours. His mother is still alive. And, they were doing the little shows at night. They do these little shows about St. Louis because she grew up, in St. Louis, in Alton. But they talk about Alton and St. Louis on their little infomercials. His brother. So now they got to deal with the fact that this man is gone and they don't know why he didn't talk to them. Or maybe he was a manic depressive and they didn't know. Or maybe that he was going through some stuff they don't know about, but now they can't ask him. His body was found. Come on, man. We got to start thinking about better stuff. We got to put our stuff on higher things. And like I said, I know it's easier said than done. And that is something that we got to stop saying. Because things are not as bad as they seem. And I understand that things are hard and things are rough. I don't know what's going on in his personal life. If he was running from something, he was running from somebody. If he did something that finally caught up with him. Or if he just, I don't know, he's a prominent lawyer. You know, lawyers make a lot of money. Well, some of them make some good money. Or maybe, I don't know what happened. But when we get to the point that we don't think God can help us, that's when you're at your end of your rope, when you don't even think God can help you. But then, I don't even know if he even tried God. I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know if he was ever introduced. Well, he had to have been introduced. Because even the word says everybody must know first. Before you leave this world, somebody told you about God. Somebody. Even if it was on TV, if it was somebody personal, if it was your parents, your grandparents, somebody. Before you leave this world, somebody tells you about God, even if it's one time. Somebody tells you. It's up to you on whether you grasp it or not. I want your mental state to be better. That's why I say take some time. Take some time to get your mind together. Take some time to think. Take some time not to be overwhelmed. If you're going to get to the point that you're so overwhelmed, break from the monotony of your life. Break from the monotony of the things that are going on in your spirit. Break from the things that are trying to hurt you. Get away for a second and get your mind right. Because if you get your mind right, you get your spirit right. You get your mind and your spirit right. You can turn some things around in your life. You can turn around the way you think. You can turn around the way you believe. You can turn around the things that are in your mind trying to cause you to think that you're nothing, that you're nobody, that your life is a failure. All of these things can be brought down and packed under your feet. And you can get up and start being a conqueror, start being a warrior, stop being a warrior and start being a warrior and start combating those things that the devil tries to put into your mind. You can do that. I know because I've done it. I've been to the point where I wanted to end it all. I've been to the point that I just wanted to drive until I couldn't drive no more. I've been to the point that I was too scared to even get in my car because I was afraid of what I would do. I've been there. But I'm telling you, it's not the end. Because God has more for you. He has greater for you. And the fact of the matter that you're going through so much is only because you have the ability to be able to help somebody else. You're going through so much so you can be that example. You're going through a lot so you can be a leader. You're going through a lot because you got to be able to overcome some things so you can help somebody else who don't think they can make it to make it. You're going through a lot because you got to be able to stand up and tell somebody, I was there. And I almost did what you want to do. But I'm telling you it's not worth it. I'm telling you you don't have to. I'm telling you you can get over it. I know it's easier said than done sometimes when you're going through a lot. And somebody tells you just to get over it. But I'm sorry, sweetheart, that's the answer. Because you don't serve a God of lack. Because you don't serve a God that can't do it. You don't serve a God of failure. And yes, sometimes the answer to your problem is get over it. Stop letting yourself tell you what you can't do. Stop letting yourself make you have a pity party. Stop letting yourself beat you up. Stop letting yourself tell you what you're not. Stop letting yourself do that to you. The reason why people go through depression is because they're thinking about themselves. I know. I've been there. I battled depression my entire life. I've been there. And every time I start thinking about me and what somebody wasn't doing for me, or what people wasn't talking to me, and what people wasn't living, the way people were living wasn't for me. Nobody was talking to me. Nobody was imparting anything to me. Nobody was teaching anything to me. I sat around, and guess what? I shared a room with my sister, and she wasn't talking to me. We shared a room, and we barely even talked to each other growing up. was for a long time. Before we actually had a relationship. She's my sister. Blood sister. Grew up in the same house. But we didn't have a relationship until we got older. Come on, man. And so what happened is that some people in their lives, they don't get that kickback. And you only know the only reason why I had that kickback is because I got God. My mama introduced me to the Lord years ago. Didn't keep the depression from happening. Didn't keep the sadness from coming. Didn't keep the suicidal thoughts at bay at that time. Because I didn't know enough. Even though I was in church, I didn't know enough about the love of God to continue to let those things change my mind until after a while when I started getting the understanding of who God is. And so it took me some years. It happens. It still happens. It still happens. I'm 44, y'all, and it still happens. I still get those thoughts. I still get that crazy. I still get those things in my mind. I still get them, but guess what? Now I know how to combat them. Now I know how to give it to God. Now I know how to go to the throne. Now I know how to get up and get over it. Now I know how to pull down the stronghold. Now I know how to talk to myself. Now I know how to beat the enemy at his game. Now I know how to speak light to myself. Now I know how to get over it. Now I know how not to stay there. I can't stay there. I can't let it wallow. I can't let it just keep on coming up over and over and over again and don't do nothing about it. If I sit down and I let it go over and over and over again, of course, it's going to build up a stronghold in my mind if I don't deal with it. You go through depression because you don't deal with it. Nope. I can't eat really early. I gotta wait till I get this off me. I can't. I tried, I can't. So, what happens is, while we're fighting against ourselves. While we're struggling against ourselves. Why are you fighting with yourself? Realize that the person that God made you to be is He made you to be strong and a conqueror. Why? He made you in His likeness and image, and God did not create you to get out here and fail, and then take your life and tell Him, oh, I can't do it. That's not how He made you. He made you bigger and better than that. But when you stop adding Him into your equation, that causes you to be able to look at yourself like you're supposed to be the answer. Instead of looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith, you look unto yourself who can't do nothing. Because you can't do nothing without God. I don't care who you are. You can't. You can try, but you can't. Even for those people who say, well, there's a lot of people who don't believe in God and they rich. There's a lot of people who don't do what God says and they doing so much better than me. There's a lot of people who don't really have God on their side. It might be a temporary fix, baby, but the devil can bless. He can. He can bless. But what he wants you to know is that God is the answer. God is the answer. Not all this worldly or materialistic things. That's not what's going to hold you. That's not what's going to keep you. But knowing the very God that you're supposed to be serving is what gets you out of what you're in, to help and deliver you and to help and to make you better and to help you to be able to do more. That's what gets you there. It's being a part of who He is. Tapping into that greatness He put on the inside of you. He's never left you. He's never forsaken you. But stop thinking about yourself. Think about what you can do in this world. Think about who you can help. Think about the deliverance that you've already been through. Think about the things you've already overcome. How can you be a help to somebody versus a hurt? How can you be a help with your story? How can you be a help with your testimony? How can you be a help with your example? How can you be a help to somebody? It's anybody. Somebody in your family, somebody that's on your friends list, somebody that's on Facebook, somebody that's that's on the journey that you're walking. Somebody. You're here to help somebody see God through you. And how can they see God if all you are is sad? How can they see God if all you are is angry? How can they see God if all you are is not stable? How can they see God through your story? How can they see God through your testimony if all you do is cry? Where is your substance? Where is your stand? Where is it? You keep talking about all this God you got. Where is He? Why you always talking about why me? Why this? Why that? When are we going to build up to the fact that God is using you for a reason and an example? And he's using what you're going through as a self-service for somebody else to see. Man, you didn't quit. You didn't give up. And it's still to the point that he's there and he wants you to be able to live your life out loud. Rock out the problems that you have, the issues that you have. But you're standing up and you're standing in his stead. And you're standing and you're listening to God and you believe in him. And you're doing what he's calling you to do. Why? Because you have to be that example that he's calling for now. He's making you a leader. Stop wallowing. He's making you a leader. Stop worrying. He's making you a leader. Stop crying. He's making you a leader. Stop complaining. He's making you a leader. Stop thinking about yourself. And you can come out of it a whole lot faster than you went in. You can come out of it bigger and better and stronger. And you can come out. Realize you can come out. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm not no big eyes, no little you, no nothing like that. I don't have nothing special typed on the inside of me that you don't have, unless you don't have Jesus. But outside of that, I don't have anything different. But my belief that God is going to work it out. My belief that he's going to make it happen. My belief that he's going to turn it around. My belief is in him. My faith is in him. My trust is in him. Everything that I need, want, and or desire is in him. I'm not telling you that I'm living the best of the perfect life right now. But I'm telling you that I'm making it happen to the best of my ability and I'm putting him first. So whatever it is that he's going to do, is going to do. I'm going to do it with him. I would rather do everything with him than without him. I got to manifest better, y'all. I got to do more. I got to have what I say. I can do that and so can you. I really do got to go, y'all. I ain't realized I forgot I did do the first part. But I really got to go because I got some things I got to deal with. I love y'all to life. Like this, share this, and comment. Remember that you are important, that you are God's. You are here for a reason and a purpose. He did this for you. He got you here for a reason, y'all. Don't give up on God. Don't give up on the fight. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't stop. Continue to go. Press forward. Press through it. Get over yourself. Get over the things that are trying to happen to you. Get over your issues. Get over the things that are trying to stop you. And build. Who God called you to be is in you. Who he wants you to be is in you. Who he's manifested is in you. Who he's told you are is in you. Everything you need, want, and or desire is on the inside of you. Step into your greatness, people. Tap into the best of you. Tap into that God thing that's on the inside of you. Tap into the goodness on the inside of you. We'll be on the radio at 10:30 Central Standard Time. Come out and join me, Jubilee 690. I will make sure to put up a post so you all have the number to be able to call in. We're doing the call-ins today. I'll be able to put up a post for you. So we'll be able to get calls and prayers out. And because I want you to do better. I want you to have more, and I want you to be able to have what you say. I'm out here to be helpers one to another, y'all. If you want to donate or to get a commercial, or if you want to help the broadcast keep going, it is going to be Cash App, $ The Adrian's Radio Live. And that will help me be able to stay on the radio and keep those donations coming in. And it'll help me to be able to continue to stand to help you. Okay? I love y'all to life. I hope I said something that actually blessed your heart, your mind, body, and soul, or something that you can even give to somebody else to help them to stay encouraged. Because that's what I'm out here for, to help you stay encouraged. Be the best version of yourself each and every day. I love you to life, y'all. Y'all have a great day.